The tragic afternoon of Cyrus Mistry's death that has sent shockwaves across the business community and political corridors. Now fresh updates and details are emerging. What exactly could have happened that led to the death of Cyrus Mistry at 54? Cyrus Mistry's airbag in the vehicle for his seat did not deploy after the car crash that did take place. Driver Anahita Pandole lost control of the car. She and her husband were in the front seat. They survived because the airbags deployed did pop out. However, Cyrus and Jahangir were sitting in the rear seat of the Mercedes vehicle. Their airbags did not deploy in time. Cyrus and 3 others, remember, were returning from a Parsi religious event in Gujarat, and this en route Mumbai was the tragic accident that took place. So this is at least some update and confirmation that we have got to you. Remember, we have been bringing you the massive damage that happened to the vehicle, and that's specifically from the engine area, but we can see from the front row seats as well that the airbags did deploy when the crash took place, and that massive impact managed to have the passengers who was sitting on the front seat and the driver, that they have survived the car crash. They have been rushed to a nearby hospital with injuries. But Cyrus Mistry was sitting on the rear seat with another individual, Jahangir, we are being told, and Cyrus Mistry died in that car crash at the age of 54. So this is a fresh information that we are coming in, very significant also, remember, with regard to the road safety measures and what exactly could have gone wrong. We still do not have clarity about what kind of a collision this was, who did the vehicle hit, and at what impact that it led to the on-the-spot death of Cyrus Mistry and the injured who were then on the streets and then were rushed to the hospital. What we are being told is the visuals of the injured injured woman there on the screen right now, that 2 of them have been rushed to a nearby hospital. They are getting treatment there. The hospital is in Gujarat, while Cyrus Mistry has passed away and another person. My colleague Dev Kotak and India Today's team is right now on the ground in Palghar, where this incident has taken place. Dev, happened at about 3 p.m. What are you picking up from on the location right now? Have the administration police officials reached there in time?
Well, yes, absolutely. First, to give you a perspective, this is the Mumbai-Ahmedabad National Highway, and right behind me, the broken and the damaged part that you see, that is exactly the spot where the high-speeding Mercedes, believed to be at a speed of over 130, came and rammed in. This incident took place between 3 and 3:30 p.m. The police officials did reach the spot on time, and a few locals, including the villagers from adjoining areas, reached and sort of helped out with the rescue process. But however, to put things into perspective, the 2 deceased persons, Cyrus Mistry and Jahangir Pandole, both of them passed away on the spot. But Cyrus Pandole and Anita Pandole, who was sitting ahead, Anita was also the driver. She's a leading gynecologist, a doctor at Mumbai's Breach Candy Hospital, was driving. In fact, if we see the visuals, through one of the visuals, it can be seen that the impact of the crash was so much and so hard that it literally flung at least 3 out of 4 people out of the car, and the seats had been ripped off. The airbags for the front 2 persons, which I took names of, Darius and Anita, they were thankfully saved and were moving, is what the locals also said. When they came in to rescue them and pull them out of the car, their hands were moving, they were breathing, and they were also trying to talk something. But the other 2 deceased persons sort of remained lifeless, is what we know, as per the statements of a couple of villagers and the locals, and also a few eyewitnesses we spoke to. However, the car has been towed away to less than a kilometer distance from this very spot where I am standing, and also the
Dave, because you're on the ground, and I do understand that it's night time right now, but can you possibly show us a bit of that surrounding, exactly where Cyrus Mistry's Mercedes vehicle hit a spot where there was a massive collision and impact, and then the death?
Well, yes, just to show you things better and also to portray the reality for our viewers, if I can ask my cameraman to zoom into that very spot, which is a triangular spot is also a divider of sorts, and behind, right next to the divider is a hollow valley sort of, but it is not a valley, it is the Surya river, and had the car plunged into the river, neither of them could have probably survived, leave alone retrieving the bodies. The car also could have suffered very heavy damage, so it could have jumped in to the river at any point in time. But thankfully, because of the road divider, it took a massive impact and came to a stationary halt without really damaging other things on the road or affecting any other individuals. However, this very spot which you are seeing, sort of witnessed slow-moving traffic in the afternoon.
Dave, do tell us this, if it's possible for you to comprehend from the location. Did the vehicle of Cyrus Mistry hit another vehicle? Was there any other thing right there on the street? Because it's also important to understand the investigation has been lodged, but with an impact like it did on the engine, what could it have hit possibly? Is there any understanding from the location about that you can pick up?
Well, to answer your question, given the kind of statements Balasaheb Patil, the SP of Palghar, had spoken to a couple of media persons and also to our channel, very clarified that no other damage to no other car has been so far emerged. No details of that, of the speeding Mercedes ramming into any other cars or causing that kind of damage had been reported for the time being. However, as per facts, no other vehicles have suffered any other kind of loss except for the car in which the 4 people were travelling, of which 2 are surviving and fighting for their life at the Rainbow Multi-Specialty Super Specialty Hospital, which is in Vapi, that is just a few kilometers from this very spot and near the Surya river. So these are the kind of details that we have for now. But like I mentioned, that they are undergoing treatment, and what we know as per the latest update is that a chopper is believed to have reached Dahanu, which the chopper will be flying the body of Mr. Cyrus Mistry to Mumbai. So we are trying to bring you regular updates, and as and when we can, with the kind of facts and the information,
keep tracking all the latest,
with what really caused.
It's going to be a long night for you to be speaking to officials in administration. Our prayers for the family of Cyrus Mistry at that point. Remember, 2 people injured, currently undergoing treatment at a nearby hospital. This is the visual seconds after that mishap, when it appears that one of the commuters managed to take that visual when the local residents had reached to help out the injured and take them out of the Mercedes vehicle in which Cyrus Mistry was travelling. I want to quickly now go across to Paras in Mumbai. Remember, Dev Kotak is en route. He's on the highway where exactly that accident had taken place in Palghar, which is near to Mumbai. In Mumbai is the residence of Cyrus Mistry in Bale Hill. Paras now joins me from that location. Paras, clearly while the tributes are pouring in, it must be such a hard time for the family of Cyrus Mistry. What do you see right now outside the residence? Have relatives, family members, anyone who we know has been able to reach and be with the family at this grieving time?
Preeti, this is a very sad moment. This is a very sad news which came at 4 o'clock around. This all happened at 3:14 p.m. Nearby Palghar, when they all 4 were travelling to Mumbai from Ahmedabad. Right now, I am the residence. I'm at the residence of Cyrus Mistry, and there is a utter silence over here. The people, the relatives has came over here, but they all are leaving in silence because this is a very tragic thing which has happened. People had come in. They all were very sad. We had seen the faces of the people who were just visiting the house. They were very sad. This is a very tragic moment for Mistry family, because Cyrus Mistry was a very big name. We had seen him at many places, many times we had seen him. He has created a landmark. He has given so much things for the people also and for Tata Group also. And at that time, this type of thing happens. It's very tragic, as the accident which happened happened. It was very tragic. Still, there are 2 people who are very much injured, and they are admit at Rainbow Hospital in Vapi. This is a very tragic moment. People are coming, but not more people have visited. But still, as they have said, that a chopper will be flown to Dahanu, and from there the administration is planning to airlift the body of Cyrus Mistry, and after that the mortar remains will be coming to this place.